All right, everybody. Thank you so much for taking some time out of your Sunday night. My name is Mario Delgadillo. I am one of the leaders here with our company in Southern California. My wife and I hit the rank of diamond with our company in about 90 days. But I'll share our story with you in just a sec. But the purpose of tonight's team training call, guys, is really a couple-fold. So let me go over the agenda with you guys. Number one, we're going to talk about determining your motivation, not only for joining the company, but for building the company and for short-term and long-term success. We'll also talk about the system itself, and the importance of having a system to build your business. We're going to talk about UCrew 101 training. The importance of having your game plan call, scheduling your launch, okay, and why that's so very important to do so in a appropriate amount of time. Our share and connect system, guys. This is really the secret sauce, because I'll tell you, we are definitely not looking for salespeople. Okay, so we're going to teach you our system that is pretty tried, is pretty proven here in the first 13 months or 14 months that my wife and I have been with the team. And we're going to talk a little bit about our Viseo products, as well as some updates and upcoming events. Okay, so with that being said, I know that we have a lot of people that just joined our team. We've had a lot of people that are new. And so I'm going to just share with you my story. My background, guys, is education. So I was a director of admissions at a couple of private universities here in the Southern California area. Six-figure guy in my mid-20s, just doing life. My wife and I were raising our family. We had just bought our first home out in Eastvale, California. Thought everything was, going good. And one Tuesday morning, I got laid off. And, I was laid off simply because I was too expensive. And at that time, I was really just in a place of transition. I didn't know where I was going to go next. I was honestly a little scared. And that's when a cousin of mine introduced me to the network marketing profession. At that point, I wouldn't say that I was necessarily an open-minded person, but I was somebody that was, I was open, right? I was looking to figure out another way to bring in a supplemental source of income, and got started in the profession, guys. And I can tell you 100% that it has literally changed my life, changed the course of my life, my family's life, and really taught me some significant things about business. So with that being said, guys, I love to talk about motivation and to start with motivation. Now, I know that there may be some folks on the call tonight that are still in the process of determining whether or not this company and Viseo is for you. So let's start here. Why did you join Viseo, right? I want you to take a couple of minutes and ask yourself that, what in my life is going to help me to create at first, maybe it's a small supplemental source of income. But over the next couple of months, over the next couple of years, this compounding effect that our business model shares or provides for you can create something very, very significant for you and your family. So spend a few moments asking yourself why, and why would I even join Viseo, but who will be impacted by my decision as well to join the business. You see, for me, I'll tell you that I've had such an incredible opportunity to really spend time with my children, spend time with my wife, because I created a business that was built from home, right? I always say to people that my Viseo business is a time machine, because it can help me to create time. And I'm going to share with you what that means right now, because I know that there's so many of us out there that are short on time, right? There's even some of us on the line that make significant income already in our plan A, right? Maybe we're successful doctors. Maybe we, do really well in the real estate profession. Whatever it is, we make good money, but it's the time aspect of our life that is really, really lacking. The first thing that I will tell you guys with certainty is you will find opposition. And when this happens, you've got to be able to understand that it's par for the course. This is what happens to all of us. And really, there's for a number of reasons, guys. Number one, people are afraid of change. They don't like to change up their status quo, even if they are not happy with where they're at in life. Okay, they'll still try and figure out a way. They won't try to figure out a way to change things up. So when this happens, guys, I want you to be encouraged, okay? I want you to think to yourself, man, Mario said this was going to happen, and it did, so I must be on the right track. Now, your why is really your secret weapon. I always tell folks, all of us at one time or another, or at all times, want to do two things. Either number one, we want to make more money. Now, the reasons why we want to make more money change are different, but we all want to make more money and we all want to be healthy, right? It doesn't necessarily mean that we want to lose weight. A lot of people do, but it means that we want to be physically fit. We want to be physically in shape. And so with all of that being said, guys, why is it that some people get those things done and some people don't? Well, it's because of an internal why, right? One of the things that I tell folks all the time is you have to understand that motivation is internal. And inspiration is external. Sometimes people come up to me and they say like, Mario, you motivate me so much. And I tell them, no, I don't motivate you. My only goal, or I can only hope to inspire you, right? If I can inspire you, it stirs up your internal motivation and you start to put action to those goals, right? Of losing weight, getting better, getting in shape, or even getting financially healthy. But determining your motivation will also help you to survive the emotional roller coaster. Guys, the emotional roller coaster is real, okay? You see, what is the emotional roller coaster? In this business, we also call it the entrepreneurial roller coaster. You're gonna have massive ups and massive downs all the time. You will have ups and downs, within every 10, 15-minute increments. And that's something that's normal, but understanding what your why is really what's going to help anchor you, right? Some of you guys got started this week. You were so excited about the potential to build in the CBD space, to partner up with a Berkshire Hathaway company, to plug into a tested vehicle. And then you got home and you saw a spouse who said, what? You're crazy. You did what? You spent what? Right? And all of a sudden this upward excitement just automatically shot down. And maybe it wasn't your spouse. Maybe you were still riding high. Your spouse got fired up. You guys gave high fives, and then you reached out to your best friend and he said, are you kidding me? Don't tell me you got in one of those scams and it just does this. Guys, this is going to happen all day long, every day. It doesn't matter what rank. Maybe you're thinking, man, when I hit gold, man, it's going to change, right? Man, when I hit diamond, it's going to change. I'll tell you, there's a story that I shared. I don't share often, but I've shared it, and it's funny. I remember I went to the bank one time, and this was a couple years back, and I put a check in my bank, and it was for over, it was a couple 5 figures, okay? And it was a check that I earned for a week's worth of work, and it was a couple of 5 figures, okay? And so while I'm sitting there chit-chatting, the teller says, oh, so, how's your day? I said, good, how's your day? She says, oh, okay, good. And, remember, she works a job. So what's her canned answer? Well, it's almost time to go home. It's always like looking forward to the end of the day, right? And I said, yeah, that's cool. She goes, how's your day been? I said, good, good. She goes, are you still working? You're off? I said, well, I'm self-employed, so, I'm always working. And she says, oh, okay, cool. And then she goes, wow. She goes, you had a good week? And I said, yeah, I did. And she goes, well, what do you do for a living? And I said, well, I'm in network marketing. And she goes, oh, what's that? And I said, well, it's, where somebody is able to earn, income as a 1099 business owner, and you're attached to a company and you sell their products, their goods, or their services, and you build a team of people who do the same. And she's like, oh wow. And then she's looking at she's looking at a check right in front of her face. Oh, that was for a 7-day period of work. And she looks at me and she goes, can you believe somebody almost tried to get me in one of those things? And I was like, huh? What? And she goes, yeah, I had this guy and he kept calling me and inviting me to one of those meetings. And can you believe somebody tried to get me to start one of those? And I was like, yeah, crazy him, right? I was like, and so I share this story with you guys to tell you that no matter how much money you make, no matter what rank you get to, you're going to always experience this. I'm sitting there looking like, sure, crazy guy. Like, I don't get it, right? I even had my bank account with a check right in front of somebody, and she still thought it was a scam, right? So I share that with you guys to say that, guys, this might not be for everybody, and that's okay. One of my first mentors said, people are okay with being okay, and that's okay. Okay, what we're going out there is we're looking for the lookers, okay? I always want to stress that to you guys. And so here's the importance of a system, guys. So let's define a system. A system is a procedure, a process, method, course of action designed to achieve a specific result. So let's say that again. A system is a procedure, a process, method, or course of action designed to achieve a specific result. Now, systems are so important, guys, because even when you go into like franchising, right? How many of you know that you guys can literally purchase a franchise system within the Starbucks system, the Subway system, McDonald's, right? Jersey Mike's, all of these are franchise systems. And I was sharing with a group of people today at one of our meetings in Whittier, California. Do you know that if you purchase a McDonald's, you are literally purchasing or signing on to becoming a multimillionaire? It doesn't matter what city you're in. It doesn't matter if the people there are wealthy or poor. If you sign the contract for a McDonald's, you are now signing the contract to be a multimillionaire. But what are you really signing? Are you signing the ability to sell the best hamburgers and cheeseburgers in the world? No. Right? Well, maybe the fries. The only thing that are amazing at McDonald's are the fries. But here's what I want you to understand. What you're purchasing is a system. You're purchasing a money-making machine, which is why, okay, it's so turnkey that you can actually employ 15 and 16, 17-year-old kids, and they're going to run a multi-million-dollar restaurant for you. But think about this. Have you ever seen a McDonald's with blue arches? No. Do you know why they're golden? Guys, because gold attracts children. Bet you didn't know that, right? That's part of the system. Even, it's been a long time since I've been to McDonald's, truth be told, but I can remember you walk up to the actual, counter there, and the person standing right in front of you, just over that person's right shoulder. So if you're looking at it, think about and tell me if I'm wrong. Just over that person's right shoulder, or towards the right side of the counter, if you're looking at the counter, you can see the ice cream machines, right? And where they do the shakes, right? And then just behind them, you see the little ramp where they bring out they slide down the burgers, or they throw them down. Just over their left shoulder is a huge screen. All the way to the left over here is the little thing where they make all the French fries. And then the drive-through always comes round back to the left side, and it's always why? Because you cannot change the McDonald's system because it's proven, guys. That's the thing that I want you to understand. So if you are finding yourself trying to tweak or adjust or change the system that we're teaching, guys, you're doing yourself a disservice, right? We want you to understand that this is a proven system. It allows for duplication and expansion on a part-time basis, and that's because of leverage. Imagine you say, Mario, I'm really, really busy. I can only do maybe 3 to 5 hours a week in my business. But you follow the system and you bring somebody in on your right team and somebody in on your left team. And that means now you're a star. You're a star rank with our company, and really that's the core of everything we do. So those two people now, along with yourself, are doing 3 to 5 hours worth of business every single week. But together, your team, including yourself, is doing about 15 hours worth of work. But you're still only doing 3 to 5. That's where you can start to leverage duplication and expansion on a part-time business. So this helps you to be confident in your ability to build a business. So if you're sitting here and you just got started and you're still thinking to yourself, Mara, I'm not sure if I can do this, right? I'm not sure where I'm going to fit it in. I want you to be confident to know that if you can put in 3 to 5 hours worth of work following our system, it will duplicate out. You'll gain leverage, which is basically capturing the efforts of other people. And then that will benefit you because it rolls up to the top. So be confident in your ability to build a real business on a part-time basis, okay? Now, and for me, the system is everything because the system allows for freedom. Imagine you bring in your first week, one on your right, one on your left. The second week, they do the same. Now it's you and 6 people on your team. And every single week that starts duplicating out. Fast forward your first 14 months, like my wife and I, you have over 4,000 people on your team. This is just simple mathematics, guys. If all 4,000 people, okay, just put 1 hour worth of work in their business, That's 4,000 hours worth of man or woman power going towards your business on a weekly, monthly basis, guys. You will come to a point where you literally could sit back, take 2 months off, and your business will still be moving. And that's the beauty of the system. So let's talk about the system, guys. It's a 4-step process. Step number 1, we want you to complete your one-on-one training at the UCrew Nation. Step number 2, by the way, guys, number 1 and number 2 should be done before you talk to anyone, okay? It's very, very important. The money is in the details. These are one of the details that you guys have got to understand. So we get on a call, we do your game plan call, and we'll talk about that in a sec. Now, at your game plan call, we're gonna schedule your launch. We're gonna launch your business, and then I'm gonna teach you the share and connect system. So with that being said, guys, let's talk about the one-on-one training, okay? So in the one-on-one training, we teach you all the fundamentals of the business. So some of you guys right now want to know about products and the nutritional value in the products. Some of you guys are eager to learn about maybe our manufacturing facilities. Some of you guys are eager to learn about the compensation plan, right? All of these things are going to be found at the UCrew Nation website, which our uplines, Ricky and Francoise Untermeyer, has put together for us and absolutely killed it and crushed it, guys. This is a phenomenal site for you guys, okay? So with that being said, guys, next is this, product knowledge. That's what you'll learn there. Compensation training, recruiting method, why and how we go about doing what we do. Very, very important. Now, how to develop your why and your goals. See, believe it or not, so many people don't even know how to create real goals that are achievable and attainable, right? Some folks right now, maybe you're on the line right now and you're 5'5", you're 28 years old, and you're like, man, I'm gonna dunk a basketball. Hey, listen, I'm not saying you're not gonna be able to do it, but you have to have a plan that's going to allow you to, first of all, start to strengthen your legs, right? It's going to allow you to have to go, and there's a lot of things that you're going to have to do to try to figure out a way to be able to dunk a basketball. Right now, you may never be able to dunk a basketball, but I don't want to say that because I do know there's guys out there that are 5'5" and they dunk basketballs, right? But my point is that we want you to create a goal and determine your why that are really, really achievable. So because if they're achievable, they become real. And if they become real, then you actually believe you can do it, and you'll put forth the actual effort and actions necessary to help you hit that. So what's going to happen is when you get started, okay, so let's say I get started yesterday, okay, so I get started on the team, they're going to put me in what's called a diamond text. Now, this is something you should write down. If you don't have a diamond text, or if you're not sure if you have a diamond text, it's very important that you contact the person who introduced you to the company and make sure you have a diamond text. Essentially, a diamond text is a regular iMessage or SMS text where you'll find yourself, the person who introduced you to the company, and all of your uplines that are qualified and certified to help you to build your business. Now, in that diamond text, they're going to put it's a picture, but in the picture are all your login credentials, so that you can go to the UCrew Nation and do your one-on-one training. So your first goal, if you're taking notes, which you should be, okay, is to do your one-on-one training within 24 hours, okay? Now, once your one-on-one training is done, remember, you still haven't shared with anybody. You still haven't gone out there and started talking to people yet, okay? What you're gonna do is you're going to come back to the diamond text and say, hey guys, I finished my one-on-one training, okay? I finished my one-on-one training and I'm ready for my game plan call. Now, one of your leaders in your upline that are basically certified and able to help you with that game plan call will say, hey, I got you. What time works for you tomorrow? Right? And so you guys coordinate and you get on that call. Now, what happens at the game plan call? We go over. Why is a game plan call so important? Because here's what I know. Confused people do nothing, okay? And that's something you should write down as a leader, okay? Confused people do nothing. See, I've had people come through our training and maybe in the video something was said that they didn't really grasp or they didn't quite comprehend. And so now they're a little confused. Guys, if your people that are new have even 2 or 3% confusion, that could be the one thing that hinders their ability to reach out to their network with confidence. So when I get on a game plan call, the first thing I say to them is, hey, let's go over any questions, concerns that you have. How can I clarify? Tell me. I want to know what you thought about the training, okay? Now, the next thing that happens is we talk about scheduling your launch meeting at your home. So everybody that comes into the team, okay, especially those of you that are local, okay, you want to schedule your launch meeting. We call them a sip-in CBD. You can have some champagne and wine there, or you can just call it your CBD launch meeting. And we invite folks to come out to your home within 3 to 7 days. Why is it important that they come to your home? First of all, because everybody's got a home, so it's duplicatable. The second thing is this: your people are more likely to come to your home because they know you than if you had a party at somebody else's house and said, hey, listen, I want you to come to my buddy Joe's house, right? First off, your people don't really know what you're inviting them to. So they're already like, okay. Yeah, and then it's going to be at my buddy Joe's house. Well, where's Joe live? Well, Joe lives around the block, but on the other side. And like, and so what you're doing is you're just increasing the likelihood of somebody not coming. So we do schedule it at your house, and we schedule it within 3 to 7 days. But let me tell you this, guys, there is no day that is better than any other for any of your people. Guys, I've been in this profession for over 10 years. I've literally had brain surgeons. I've had stay-at-home moms, college kids. Now we've got motocross riders, right? We've got people who own construction companies. We've got pharmacists. We've got stay-at-home moms. We've got guys that just got out of jail. We've got guys that graduated from Yale. Everybody's people are the same. Everybody you know has children that are in baseball right now. Everybody you know wants to go to the gym. Everybody you know is hooked on a Netflix show. But guys, there's not like a specific day or time that you've got to finagle or put out for 2 weeks, because guess what? Every which way you look at it, somebody can come up with an objection, right? So if I say, well, I want to put it out for 2 weeks, right? What I've learned is the farther out you put it, the likelihood of something coming up better pops up. So if I put a meeting out for 3 weeks or 2 weeks or 4 weeks, right? From now until then, there's just more days from now until then where somebody could hit me up and be like, bro, you want to go to Vegas? Guess what, guys? You could have a meeting for your CBD launch on the books on a Saturday, 4 weeks from now, and your best friend will go to Vegas if somebody calls him and says go. And you're going to be so mad. See, the idea is, look, 3 to 7 days, and you should expect to have about 3 meetings. Okay, so meeting 1, if somebody can't come, no problem. We'll invite them to meeting 2. And if somebody can't come, no problem. We'll invite them to meeting 3. Okay, so we're going to review your texting and calling scripts as well. There's no need to try to approach somebody and recreate the wheel. We have got scripts that work. So if you're somebody who wants to call, we have a calling script. If there's somebody who wants to text, we have a texting script. But again, tried and true, proven. See, for me, I loved that about our system. I love that I didn't have to spend the time trying to figure out how to approach people. It was already done for me. All I had to do was sit in the car, turn the key in the ignition, and floor the gas pedal, okay? So with that being said, we also provide you with some social media tools to help you as well, okay? So, and we're gonna set your goals. So your goal on your game plan call is this, okay? Number 1, we wanna have your meeting, okay? We're gonna talk about you should reach out to at least 30 people and invite them to your home, right? And if they can't come to your home, what we do is we set up what's called a connect call. So additionally, okay, here's what I want you to do. So now you've scheduled your meeting. What we need to do is we want to get your top 10 people in front of the business as soon as possible. Why? Here's what I know. Whenever people see the opportunity, they all have a quick 5 to 10 people they want to see the business as soon as possible. Literally, you're sitting in the living room and in your mind, you're like, man, I've got to get my friend Veronica in front of this like right now. Oh my gosh. And you're sitting there and you start thinking, right? How many of you that are on the call tonight, when you were sitting in the living room, started thinking about friends? Maybe you even wrote them down, or you started putting them on your phone. If you did that, type in me in the actual chat box so I know that it's not just me here, right? Yep. See that? All these people, we're already thinking of other people. Okay. So here's what I want you to know. Our job, guys, is to get those people on a connect call as fast as possible. The reason you were thinking them is because of something you know about them, whether it's like, oh my gosh, my friend Cassie just said that we were just talking about a way to make extra money from home. That's the reason why you get Cassie on the phone right now, right? You don't wait 7 to 10 days to get her to your meeting. You just get her on the phone, and we'll teach you how to do that as well, okay? But here's the deal. So your goal additional. So first goal is send out at least 30 texts to invite people to your party. Additionally, your top 10 people, we want to get them in front of the business as fast as possible using our connect call strategy, okay? Before your launch. Your goal should be to leverage your leaders and allow us to build your top spots as fast as possible. See, when I got started in the business, I said, listen, I'm going to build a massive organization on my right team and on my left team. I knew that I was going to build thousands of people and millions and millions and millions of dollars in sales volume. So what I wanted to do was position my loved ones and the people that were closest to me at the top. So what I did is I brought in my wife, I put in my dad, my mom took a spot, my sister has a spot, and even some of my most best friends, even people that aren't really building the business right now, right? They're still at the top because I wanted to set them up. So we want to build what we call your board of directors at the very top before you have your launch party, and you use the connect call strategy to do that. So once you get them on a call, here's what I also know. They're more likely to show up at your launch party and join your team at a higher rate, okay? So we know, guys, and I did a training on this on Thursday. We know that people, for some reason or another, guys, they have a default of like the buyer beware mentality, right? Like everywhere you go, you think, whoa, 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 hold on. Right? Oh, babe, I'm going to go buy a hat. I need to go buy a new hat. So I go to Tilly's and I walk in and the guy there goes, hey, can I help you, bro? No, I'm just looking. Even though I'm there to look, right? Because our knee-jerk reaction is like, hold on there, partner. Back it up, right? Back up. I don't need any pressure, right? And so what happens is your friends have that as well. So when we get them on a call and we talk about timing, we talk about positioning, we talk about downline, we talk about the rev share option, we talk about CBD with a patent, we talk about Warren Buffett, we talk about all the things, we talk about the system, the support. Now, even the person who's like this, all of a sudden they're like this. Huh, okay, all right, I'm feeling you. I get it. Now, would you see an opportunity to join? Well, I'm not necessarily ready yet. Well, I don't know if you know this, Joe, but Cassie's hosting her first launch party at her house on Thursday. Why don't you come on out? We'll get you some samples. And since we talked to you first, if you join, you'll be above all the people there. Guess what happens? And I literally laugh when it happens. The person who said they can't come on Thursday, but you get them on the phone, all of a sudden magically can move some things around. Why can they move things around? Because they see the value. So many of us are struggling to get people to go to their events, right? To get people to their house. Oh, my friends are busy. My friend has kids. Guess what? Your friend just doesn't see the value. Because if I called every one of my friends and said, listen, guys, it's 6:30, guys. Whoever gets to my house by 7 o'clock tonight, I am going to give you a $10,000 check. Go. I have people, my brother-in-law is one of my best friends. He's in Arizona. He'll be pissed at me. He's going to be mad. But he's going to try to figure out a way to get here in 30 minutes, right? Because that's the idea. Oh, the kids are in the bath. It's okay. My husband will watch them. They're out, right? So I'm giving you a over-the-top type of example, but it's true, right? It's true. If people see the value, they'll make it happen. Our job is to not create a little environment where we think everybody's going to come. Our job is to stand tall with posture and say, guys, I found a way to not only bless other people through incredible products, but man, we're going to be early. They have a proven system and they're going to help us. You got to come check this out. Right? And that's the idea. So we want you to get your 10 people in front of us as fast as possible. Now let's talk about that launch party. First and foremost, we want you to have fun. Guys, I don't care if there's 30 people in the room or 2. Have a blast, because I have literally seen massive bursts of momentum start in our company from one person. Some of you guys know who Jeff Gonzalez is. He's a platinum on our team. He's got tons and tons of people. In fact, I believe he's going to hit week 1 Blue Sapphire qualification this week. Go get him, Jeff. But when Jeff started, he was one of maybe two guests in a launch party at my house. Somebody brought him to my house, Diana Mosier, okay? And it was him and one other guest. So I could have easily been like, oh man, there's only one person here. In fact, my two guests, that's why I hosted it, both canceled, okay? Jeff got started. In the next 5 weeks, I think over 200 people joined the team. You guys have heard Brock's testimony, okay? It says that my internet was unstable. Let me know if I came back, guys. So Brock Shoemaker, okay? Some of you guys know him. He just lit it up, hit platinum in his first week. When he came to a meeting, okay, he was brought there by somebody, by Chad and Jen, but it wasn't even his meeting. He was the only guest there, right? But he caught the vision. He saw it, and then he exploded. So what I want you to understand, guys, is whether, okay, you have 20, 30 people in a room or you have one person can start momentum, okay? We usually do them on weeknights or weekends, okay? Weeknights, we do them at 7 p.m. On the weekends, we usually do 12, 2, 4, and 6. It's just that easy. Sundays are a little tough. A lot of us go to church, and that's family time. But at these events, they sample products, learn about the business model, share testimonials, which helps you to gain belief. You see, when you talk to your friend or your family member and you're just on the phone or you're just sitting over a coffee, right? Viseo is as big as you and him. But when you take them to a meeting and they meet people from all walks of life and they're hearing rock solid testimonials, okay, then their belief level grows and typically they join right on the spot. And again, I want to remind you, have fun. Guys, this is the people business. There's nowhere else in the marketplace that allows for us to truly have good intentions to help someone and we get monetized, we get paid for it, guys. That's an incredible thing. Nowhere else can you guys go out there and build a multi-million-dollar business for what we get to do it for. $1,500 startup, $100 a month, guys. That's crazy. Crazy. Is it easy? No. But is it worth it? Absolutely. Okay. So now let's talk about our share and connect system. Okay. We are not looking for salespeople. The last thing that you guys should be doing right now is looking at me and saying, man, Mario, no wonder you're so good. You make so much money. You're so good. You're a good talker. I'm not. Guess what? That's the reason why you should join. Because you get to leverage me. Mario, I'm not really a good salesman. That's awesome. I am. Let me be the salesman for you. Mario, I don't know how to talk to people. That's okay. Tanya Valentine does. Let her talk to your people. Right? And so on and so forth. The way our system is created is we want you to share bits of information, testimonials, little tidbits about CBD, and then connect people to us, right? It's just a paradigm shift. Man, I'm not that good, but Mario is. I just saw Brad put an emoji in there. Brad is one of the nicest guys I've ever met. Couple weeks that I've known him. He's got an amazingly beautiful family, got everything going for him, but he's I think people would say he's kind of a quiet guy, right? He's not a salesman, but Brad has just been leveraging me and we're blowing this thing up, right? And he's excited. See, because he's following the system to the T, okay? So that said, let's keep on moving. We will teach you to leverage the excitement around CBD or surrounding CBD to get people's attention. If you've ever heard me do a meeting, I always say this, guys. I always say, look, we have phenomenal products. Guys, Eternal is a game changer. Just from a straight health perspective, you should be taking Eternal every single day for the rest of your life, and I would say 2 a day, okay? Eternal's insane. Core Complete, probably the boringest product we have. It's a multivitamin. Put Core Complete in front of anybody who knows what they're talking about in regards to nutrition and health and wellness and science, and they will be blown away. But guess what? Eternal and Core Complete are not as sexy as CBD. And so that's what we do. We teach you to leverage the hottest product we have. And what I want you to do, guys, is I want you to leverage that, okay? I want you to leverage that CBD product as hard and as fast as you can while you have it. In my opinion, we've got about a 3-year run being able to market CBD as the hottest thing in the world until it becomes kind of like a household name, right? Right now, CBD is not a household name, but it will be. So you have the opportunity. It's kind of like, man, here, Mario, here's your golden ticket, but it's ticking. Don't sleep on it, guys. Okay, so introduce your network to your leaders. Our job is to say less to more people. Okay, introduce your network to the leaders through connect calls and through launch parties, and then we rinse and repeat. We continue to do the same thing, okay? We do all of the heavy lifting, guys, okay? That's the key to everything that we have with this company is your leaders are gonna be the ones doing everything for you as far as, you know, going out and talking and sharing. Just trust me on this, guys. See, because I have people that come in and sometimes they find it difficult to understand this or to grasp this. They'll say things like, Mario, you don't know my people, man. I got to sit down and, I got to talk to them and I got to have a sit down before. And guys, don't do that. Don't do that, because what happens is the law of association or excuse me, the law of proximity works against you, okay? How many of you guys that are new to the team, well, not the old folks that are on the team that have been around a while, because you've heard me talk about this, but if there's new people and that are joining, or anybody who has not heard what the law of proximity is, just say me on the chat. And it will work against you if you don't follow our system, okay? So the law of proximity states this, okay? So some of us have been in relationships, long-term relationships, marriage relationships, okay? And I'll just give my example, okay? All of you know and love my wife, but, right, as amazing as she is, sometimes she doesn't listen to everything I say. I don't know why. I don't know why, okay? Sometimes she doesn't listen to what I say. Let's say there's been a situation in our marriage where I'm like, hey, babe, we should go do A, B, and C. Because if we do A, B, and C, X, Y, and Z is going to happen. And she says, no, you're crazy. No, that's not going to be. And I'm like, babe, I'm telling you, A, B, and C, X, Y, and Z. Nope. So I'm telling her this over year after year after year after year. Nope, 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 nope. Then one day, I'm sitting at the house just chilling, drinking a coffee. She comes in and she says, hey, babe, I was at Bible study right now. And one of the ladies in my group said, if we do A, B, and C, X, Y, and Z is going to happen. And I'm literally like, what? Yeah, we should do A, B, and C, and X, Y, and Z is going to happen. And I'm like, yeah, been telling you that for 10 years. No, you haven't. Yes, I have. Why is that? Because I'm just too close. The law of proximity states that sometimes you need to have someone else say it because you're too close to the situation. How many of you now are probably laughing at home and you thought like, yep, that's happened to me. Now, if you know that the law of proximity has happened to you, say it's happened to me, right? And if your spouse is on, don't do it because I don't want you to get in trouble. But guys, that's real. Okay, so the idea here is that you want to be able to, damn that law, somebody put that on there, but it's true, right? So we do all the heavy lifting, invite your people to launch parties, and you set up connect calls. Do not be a seller, be a sorter. See, a sorter is different than a seller. See, a seller is in the convincing game. How many of you know and are willing to share that, man, I've been a seller. I've been trying to convince people, right? I've been trying to make them see what I see. Like, how many of you guys have been so fired up about your business, fired up about our products, and somebody didn't want to get it, somebody wouldn't get it, no matter what you told them, they were going to say opposite, that you wanted to grab their neck and squeeze it, right? You were just like, you're not listening to me, it's science, it's a liposome, right? That's because you're trying to sell people. We don't want that. I'd rather you be a sorter. Do you know how many people are out there, guys? Do you know how many people out there right now are praying for somebody to bring them an opportunity? They're praying for another way to make money. They have no idea what's going to happen. They have a massive need in their life, or they're just struggling from a health perspective, and you have the goods. You have something you can give them, but we're not opening our mouth. And if we are, we're out there trying to sell, don't do that. Just go through the deck, right? Be a sorter. So if there's 52 cards in a deck, I'm going to tell you right now, you guys want financial freedom? Do you want to be able to go where you want, with who you want, when you want? Do you want to be able to swipe a card and not care about your bank account? Do you want to be able to give as much money to your loved ones? Do you want to be able to go and travel the world and not have to call in to your boss? If that is you, I'm going to tell you right now, you need 4 diamonds. 4 diamonds will equal financial freedom. 2 diamonds on your right team and 2 diamonds on your left team. That's it. 2 and 2. You find 4 diamonds, you will be financially free for the rest of your life. Unfortunately, when you remember the deck of cards, right? There's 4 aces in there. You're going to get that deck of cards and you're going to open it up and there's a joker. We've all had the joker, right? The joker shows up at the meeting and he's sitting there like this. He's kind of drunk, maybe, acting like an idiot, going, ha, 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 stupid. He's got a big mouth, right? Sometimes you want to go and punch the joker. That's the joker, but you got to go through the joker to get to the ace, right? Maybe then the next card you pull up is the queen. We all know the queen. The queen is high maintenance, okay? She wants you to talk to her every day, or she wants you to drive to her and sit down with a Starbucks and lock everything. She just won't go through the system. She's just super high maintenance. These are the things that you're going to go through no matter what to find your 4 aces. But when you find your 4 aces, holy moly, watch out, because they're going to build a business without you. They're going to go out there and crush this thing without you. So if you know that the aces are out there and that you have to go through the queens, the kings, the jacks, the 2s, the 4s, the 5s, just sort, right? Not you, not you, not you, not you. Just keep going. The key is to just go through as fast as possible, right? And so when I grasped this, my business took off. When I first grasped this concept, I was like, man, I love it. I love it. I don't need, okay, to have to be the seller, right? I can just go out and be the sorter, okay? So we have our full product line, but I think it's fitting, guys, to talk about liposomes tonight. You know, liposomes are everything. They really are. They are who we are as a company, right? We are an advanced delivery systems company, right? I've had people come up to me and they want to talk all day long about their company and the quality. And guys, make no mistake, quality is paramount, and we have that. We have some of the most top-tiered, top-quality, consistently created products that you're going to find in the marketplace, but that's just the first step. You see, guys, you have to know that liposomes have been around since the 60s. They were actually created to increase absorption for cancer patients. So I'm going to just briefly go through it. If you already know the story, totally cool. I'm going to share with you what it is, and then I'm going to share with you exactly how to explain a liposome in like 3 seconds, okay? But here's the long version, the scientific version. A liposome is a molecule surrounded in fat, phospholipids to be exact. Now, inside of that liposome, that molecule, they were putting nutrients, putting chemo, right? We put CBD, we put our renew, we put our sleep, right? Now, the reason they do that is because that liposome, that molecule can survive your digestive system. It can survive your stomach. Now, what happens is after it comes out of your stomach, your body now interprets it as fat because all the body sees is it's covered in fat. And we know that our body loves fat. So what happens is it takes that liposome and doesn't send it to the liver at all. That's a game changer. Our liposome bypasses the liver by way of your lymphatic system and goes directly into your bloodstream. Now, 80 to 95%, if you actually look up a liposome, just Google it and just do your own research on liposomal technology. Guys, liposomes are actually 100% absorbent. What makes them not 100% absorbent is actually us. It's called your body's bioavailability. So your body's ability to receive this product comes from a couple of things, right? Do you have a clean system, right? Some people eat, Tommy's chili burgers all the time and drink Dr. Pepper and smoke cigarettes, and, they don't have a clean system. Other people only drink, alkaline water, and they've cut out meats, and they're plant-based, and they're keto. They have a clean system. Somebody who has a really clean system, their bioavailability is really good. They're going to take that product and fill it like that. Other people, it might take a little longer. That's why we've had people try our products, and within 2 to 3 minutes, they're like, whoa. We've also had people try our products, and within 2 to 3 weeks, they go, whoa. So this is science. This is what has been around for many, many years. Now let's talk about our product in particular. First and foremost, I want you to know we're not the only liposomal CBD out there. There's actually a few more that have come, but we are the only liposomal CBD with a patent. Now, what is patented? There's 3 things that are patented, okay? Number 1, what we create our liposome out of is all natural. We're the only all natural liposomal, actual liposome, okay? So what we make our liposome out of is essentially the same thing your cell wall is created out of. So all other liposomes in the market, all other, are synthetic. So that liposome is synthetic. Game changer, game, set, match, mic drop, done data, okay? Now, second part of our patent is how that liposome is married together with the CBD. That process is protected. Third part of our patent is how it assimilates into the cell wall. So because our liposome is created out of the same thing that your cell is created out of, when they hit together, they do this. That is protected as well. So it's very important that you understand what's out there, guys. Here's the other thing I want you to understand, guys. Anybody can make a claim about anything as it pertains to CBD right now. Why? Because it's a non-regulated market. And it's very important, okay? That's why we have a marketing campaign that literally says the proof is in the patent. That's it. We don't even need to talk anymore. See, because sometimes people will be like, well, I saw this and they say that. I could say that I run a 4-1-40. It ain't going to happen, but I could say it, right? But because there's nobody out there keeping these companies accountable, at least right now, you're going to run in that you get this. So what is a liposome? Somebody might ask you guys. It's a fatty bubble, and they take this fat, they surround the nutrient so it gets into your bloodstream at a high rate. Done deal. You surround the nutrient in a fatty bubble so it gets into your bloodstream at a high rate. That's it. Very, very simple, okay? And it's the game changer of our company. So with that being said, let's go through some of the updates. I have a couple of events on the books this week. I guarantee you we're going to add more, so pay attention to your WhatsApp. But as of right now, on Monday night, we've got a meeting out in Menifee, California at Brock and Allison's house. Tuesday night, we're going to have our Relentless Live training, and Mr. Dallin Larson is going to be there. Phenomenal, guys. Ricky and Francois are going to introduce and interview Dallin, and he's going to talk about our upcoming Relentless Conference in Dallas, Texas. You all have to be there, okay? Chino on Tuesday night at 7 o'clock, which is going to be a great meeting as well. Wednesday at 12 o'clock, we have our team lunch and learn. See, our 12 o'clock lunch and learn, we always record them because I know we have people in all time zones, but people are at work or whatnot, so we record them. But that is all about skill development. So every single Wednesday, I do a lunch and learn where we talk about the skills necessary to become a network marketing professional here with Viseo. And we also are doing a meeting in Chino at 7 o'clock as well. Thursday night, we've got West Covina, California. It's not at our office. It's actually at a home on Thursday night. And Saturday, these aren't updated here, guys. Sorry about that. So special events. So the Saturday and Sunday you have here, those aren't updated. Those aren't accurate. So don't pay attention to those. Let me see here. I'll show you. Some of you guys like to do this. Where's it at? We're going to draw, because some of you guys like to draw, right? So don't pay attention to the, my bad, guys. All right. So, but upcoming events, guys, on the 21st of March at 10 a.m. here at our West Covina office, which is where I'm at now. We're going to be hosting at 10 a.m. a View Viseo event, okay? It's a super Saturday. I promise you we'll have over 100 people here, okay? We have Mr. Daniel PQ, our president, coming out to share the information. So the business overview. We also have Black Diamond, Mr. Rob Alwyn coming out. Rob's made millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars in this profession coming out, and he's going to bring the fire. He's a phenomenal trainer, guys, okay? And so he's going to be, if you put your people in front of Rob, they will get signed up. So there's an event right for this. It's $5 for brand partners. Guests are free. I would tell you, get as many guests here as possible. And so with that being said, the 14th to the 18th, we have our Relentless Conference in Dallas, Texas. And this week, guys, there's the, they scratched out me and Steph. I did that. That's funny. Thank God she's not on right now. She's driving. There's a flyer for the 21st. New York, guys, who's excited about our New York trip? So for those of you guys that are hearing about this for the first time, when we help you introduce 20 people to your right and 20 people to your left in the entire year of 2020, guys, the company's going to take you and a guest on a 4-day, 3-night trip, airfare, hotel, entertainment to watch the ball drop in Times Square on Viseo. Guys, that's some bucket list stuff, and we're excited about that. And Relentless Conference, what I will tell you about this Relentless Conference is this. Guys, get your room books this week, okay? The room, we're staying at the Omni. It's beautiful. Normally, I think it's like $269, $289. With that being said, guys, I want you to book your room because we got an incredible deal, a discount. I think it's $109 a room, and you just have to pay one night to reserve your room. But the price goes up on the rooms at the end of this upcoming week. It goes up by $70, and that's something that we can't control. So worst case scenario, I know some of you are budgeting, okay? Just reserve your room this week as fast as possible. And Steph and I are going to be doing a giveaway. Hold on one second. Steph and I are going to be doing a giveaway for anybody that is registering. So what we're doing, guys, is starting today through the 16th, okay? That's when the room blocks end. So it's at the end of this week. If you book your room and your ticket for the conference, you'll be entered into a drawing, and Steph and I are purchasing 10 gift cards to use at the hotel, and get your info to Steph. So we're going to raffle these off for you guys to use there at the hotel. You can use it towards your actual room, or you can also use it towards dinners or whatever. So definitely get that. And for folks that are already enrolled, we're going to start raffling off products for you guys as well, just to be in the pool. So if you're in the pool of people that have already signed up for the conference, we're going to just start drawing off raffles and giving out products as well, okay? So with that being said, I thank you guys so much for taking some time out this evening to learn our system. If you guys were on and you were still considering joining the team, I hope that I was able to give you some clarity, shed some light on our system, and I hope that you saw enough to plant your flag, lock arms with us, leverage me, leverage our leaders to go out there and participate in the CBD boom and monetize it. So with that being said, God bless, and I hope you guys have a great night. Bye-bye.